Hi everybody, it's the Christines. We're back with more love stuff for you. And now we're going to be diving into a really important relationship, your relationship with yourself. Self-love, muy importante. That's very important for those of you who don't speak the Spanish that I do. So what we're going to start with is busting some misunderstandings, okay? So 3 big ones. The first one is that self-love is something you have to learn. No. Actually, you don't have to learn it. Christine's going to tell you the truth about that. The second one is that self-esteem and self-confidence is actually self-love. It's not. Totally different things. We're going to tell you the truth about what self-esteem really is about. And the third thing is that being hard on yourself or putting pressure on yourself is a great way to motivate yourself and make your relationship with yourself or you better in some way.
So just stop and take a moment, and which one of those, if not all of them, are you and have you actually been believing and applying to your life, right? So the first one is, and we hear this all the time, oh, I'm going to work on loving myself. I'm going to work on loving myself.
No, you don't have to do
You don't have to do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you were born in love with yourself.
Yeah.
All you have to do is remember. Remember how to love yourself, right? When you were a little kid in the bassinet, you didn't look over at the other bassinet and be like, oh, their thighs are so much skinnier than mine, right? Or you were 4 and you were like, oh, his A is so much more perfect than mine when you were learning how to write. No, you actually were born. You were born taking naps. Another thing about self-love, right? And we are here to help you remember that.
Yeah. Love is who you are. You were born as love.
This is good news.
It's a relief. When I got this, I was like, oh, this is not something I have to learn.
Or work at, because we're always wanting to work. Release and remember, right? Let's take a breath into that. Now the second misunderstanding, the self-esteem is self-love. Like we totally got bamboozled by this one. That we believe overconfident and we believe we can do it all.
Yeah.
We're good. I'm good. Are you good?
I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm powerful.
Look at my straight A's. Look at my great job.
I'm strong, woman.
I'm so independent.
And the truth is, self-esteem, super muy importante, as you said, and it's only 1/10 of the equation. So you can have self-esteem, but if you don't have self-care, high achiever, super exhausted, right? You can have, and this was both of us, have high self-esteem, but not self-respect. Your relationships, especially romantic ones, no bueno, right? You can have a lot of self-esteem and not have self-compassion. What do you get?
Nothing good.
Nothing good. You get a lot of inner mean girls or inner mean dudes going on in here, right? And so, yes, keep self-esteem, and this is one of the things we love to teach, but really get that there's 10 branches of self-love. It's a full tree, and you need all the components of self-love, such as like self-compassion, which we were just talking about, because the third misunderstanding about being hard on yourself, this doesn't motivate you?
No, it doesn't at all. And can we just bump back to self-esteem
Bump
just
back.
for a second?
Okay, bump back.
Is that, just trying to fill yourself up with all your achievements. We've both tried that route. Trying to fill yourself up by all the things you can do and all the things that make you feel good about yourself. That's not self-love if you're doing it to fill a void.
This is why whenever you get to the achievement, you still never feel full.
Right.
And you always feel, oh, there's another thing. Oh, there's another thing to do. There's another thing to do, because you're literally propagating the belief that you're not enough exactly as you are, unless you're doing, making it all or having it all. And that's a myth.
And it's an endless treadmill that will totally deplete you and exhaust you.
So we invite you to get off the treadmill and stop motivating yourself by being hard on yourself and putting pressure on yourself. The third myth, right? Because, and we see this with so many people, because we've been, I have 5 inner mean girls and they love to pressure me. They love to pressure me. And how good does that work for you? Just stop and ask yourself that. When you try to motivate yourself by putting pressure on yourself or being critical of yourself, you might get the job done, but you feel like crap on the other side. You
may have results on the external level, but you're not going to have results on the internal level. And so a key ingredient that we both had to learn and that we want to offer you today is self-compassion.
Yeah, huge.
Huge, huge, huge power tool when it comes to self-love and your relationship with yourself. Now I just want you to think about someone in your life that you care so much about. Someone that, maybe is a spouse or a child. It could even be a being, an animal, your dog, your cat, whoever it is, maybe a grandparent that you just, when you think of them, you just feel all those warm fuzzies inside. And just imagine that person or that animal coming to you in some kind of upset. You know, if they're hurt or they're sad, whatever. And just notice that what you'd feel when they come in front of you is compassion. If you look at the word compassion, if you break it out, passion actually means suffering. Co means with. So compassion means being just with suffering, not judging it in any way. And feeling sorry for someone or feeling pity for someone is judgment. So compassion just means being free of judgment and just holding in a space of loving. And when we do that for ourselves, when we take that compassion, if we can do it for somebody else, we can do it for ourselves. And part of self-love is taking all those things that you do and those ways of being that you are for others and really embodying them and giving them to yourselves.
Yes.
You are worthy of your own self-compassion. So the next time a feeling comes up or the next time you do something that you may have judged yourself for, move into that energy of compassion. It just feels warm. And you can even put your hand over your heart and just feel into it.
One of my favorite superpower tools for this is actually shifting from the criticism and the judgment into actual compassion in your mind and in your body by really truly becoming a best friend to yourself. Right? We all know, you all know how to be a best friend to other people. We're really good at being compassionate most of the time with other people, especially when someone's in need, right? Well, you're in need of your own love every day, right? Every day. And so a very short but mighty, simple technique is in the moment when you're feeling the criticism or the judgment or you're confused or you're anxious and you need love, I want you to stop and drop in love by doing this. And do it right now with me. Close your eyes. Put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath in, and ask yourself, if I was being my own best friend right now, what would I say to myself? And just do that right now. If you were being your own best friend to yourself, what would you say to yourself right now? And just feel those words and let them just wash over you like a purple lavender bath of love. And just feel your cells opening to receive that compassion. And then take whatever that was and put it in your back pocket and use it as a love mantra to repeat to yourself whenever you need some compassion. Or just stop, drop, and hands on your heart, what does my best friend know? And for those moments when it's hard, because sometimes it's hard, right? At OC, like we practice this stuff all the time. Sometimes you can't get there on your own. You can reach out to somebody else, like the OCs in your life, to actually help them help you give yourself permission to give yourself compassion.
And that's why relationships are so important. They're an important ingredient to self-love. So in our next video, we're going to talk to you about how to create loving and respectful relationships with people in your life. So we'll see you soon.
Love.